Hey guys, Cheyenne here, and I'm back with another video. Today's topic is another rant or rave, and this one here it might be kind of a downer because it's going to be a rant about myself. And I kind of debated on doing this video because I think that some people might take it the wrong way, but I feel like for me personally, in order for things to get through to me, that I need to be kind of harder on myself. If I sugarcoat things, things just don't get done, and that's just the way I am and the way I've always been. And I'm sorry about that, my phone is going off. Basically, today I just want to talk about myself and my inability to get healthy, despite knowing that I have to get healthy in order to live a comfortable life. As it stands today, when I stood on the scale this morning, I was at 239 pounds, and that is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot, and it really, really kind of hurts to see myself at this weight and to see how my body looks and everything. And I'm at this point now where I look at myself and I hate myself, for lack of a better word, and I don't want to be at this point. I don't want to be this big, and I just, I don't know. It sucks, and it hurts and it's depressing. And I hate the fact that when I go out in public, I'm constantly worrying about who's going to see what on me and making sure that my butt's covered and my stomach's covered and everything else. I'm tired of it. And I think I'm at this point now where if I don't change now, I don't think I'm ever going to change. And as terrible as that sounds, it's just how I feel. I've done all these diets. I've been down to really low. I've been up really high. I've been up and down for the past 7 years now, and I'm just kind of sick of it. I want to be done with it. So I believe it was towards the end of January, that I kind of had this moment where I looked at myself in the mirror and I looked at the scale and I saw how much I weighed at that point. At that point, I was closer to 250. So I have lost a little bit of weight, but we'll get into that later. I kind of looked at myself in the mirror and I looked at the scale and I looked at the number at the scale and I looked back at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, what the fuck happened? I know that I was never the stick thin person. I've always been kind of hovering around the 140, 160 mark. I guess you could say even at that 140, 160 mark, I wasn't happy with myself. I always tried to, diet, I guess you'd say, and exercise and make myself skinnier, but I have a hard time with sticking with it, and that's my big problem. And then I had kids and I went way up. With my first daughter, I was up to 210, and then I was able to get back to 190 before I got pregnant with my second daughter. And then with my second daughter, I literally ballooned. I went up to the highest I think I was 255, and I haven't been able to lose that weight. Or that's not even true. I have lost the weight. It's the fact of keeping it off. That's my problem, is I get into this routine, I'll be good for a few months, and then I completely fail. I just completely backtrack and I go back up 40 pounds. So it kind of leads me to today. I was going to hold off on this video until further down the line when I've actually lost quite a bit of weight, and then I kind of figured that if I've lost quite a bit of weight, then maybe this wouldn't be there wouldn't be a possibility of this being a complete and total what's the word I'm looking for? There wasn't a risk of this being a complete and total flop. Everything that I say in this video would be real, I guess you'd say. And I didn't want to put this video on the internet and then 4 months down the road be a failure, and then having to look at this video and being depressed again. I've done that before and I just didn't want to do it again. A few years ago, I did YouTube videos as well. I had about 1,000 subscribers, and I had this kind of like a weight loss journey thing that I was doing every week, and I really enjoyed doing it. And then I failed miserably, and I ended up just deleting every single video because I was so embarrassed of myself and disappointed in myself and everything, and I just don't want to do that again. But at the same token, I just feel like if I don't do this video, I don't have something to keep me accountable. And I really need something to keep me accountable. I need something to push me to keep going when I fail or when I have a hiccup. I hope by making this video and putting this out there that maybe this will help me stay accountable. I could be completely wrong, and 2 months down the road I could completely stop what I'm doing now. But I really hope, I really hope, and I'm sorry if you hear my dog, she's being really cuddly today. I really hope that this video can be kind of an eye-opener and kind of that push I need to stay on track with my weight loss. And, you know, I don't even care if I get back down to 140, 160. I would just be happy with just being healthy. It's gotten to the point where even just walking down the street, my knees and my hips hurt and my back is always killing me. I know that I'm at this point now where I'm just not healthy, and it's embarrassing and it's sad. It depresses me. It hurts my feelings. I hate the fact that I am not the person I was 10 years ago, and I'm not the like, I used to think I was fat 10 years ago, and then I look at these pictures back when I was 17, 18, 19, and I'm like, what the hell happened to me? And I think that's the hardest part, you know. It was just looking back and thinking, wow, I used to hate myself then, but look at me now. I really, I know that, like, that's so terrible of a thing to say, but it's the truth. And I don't know, maybe by putting this video out there, it will just be another push for somebody else, or maybe somebody else can relate, and maybe they'll see this and see, hey, I'm not alone or something. I don't know. I need a sip of coffee. I really think that I have the ability to be where I want to be. I really think that I can do this, and I know I can do this. I have this problem with procrastinating. I have this problem with not sticking to things. I have this problem where if I'm not constantly having somebody on my back to tell me what to do, that I can't stick to. I don't know. I sound like such a child, but I guess you could say that that's how I kind of feel, you know. I feel like I kind of need that person that's constantly telling me that, okay, go exercise. Okay, you don't need to eat that. Okay, so and so. And oh man, I'm so frustrated with myself. Oh, hello, Sasha. I'm so frustrated with myself right now. Like, I was just editing one of my videos, and I said that, hi, my name is Cheyenne, and I absolutely love candy, and it's like, shake your head, Cheyenne, shake your head. What happened? And I can tell you exactly what happened. 2008, I met my now husband, and I was a kid, and I ended up leaving my parents' house. Just pretty much didn't really know how to meal plan. I didn't know how to eat healthy. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't even know how to cook freaking pork chops at that point. I pretty much self-taught myself everything after I moved out of my parents' home. And so we were eating a lot of pizza. We were eating a lot of McDonald's and everything like that. And surprisingly, up until I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, Melanie, I was still the same weight. And I think that what happened is during my pregnancy with Melanie, I was still doing really good. I didn't gain that much weight up until towards the end of it. I started having issues with my gallbladder, and this could be completely off my rocker here. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just telling you how I think that I went downhill. But anyways, during my pregnancy, I I started having issues with my gallbladder, and I was really not eating that well before my issues with my gallbladder. So I started eating a little bit better towards the end of my pregnancy, but for some reason my weight just kind of ballooned towards like the last 2 months, and that's how I ended up at 210 towards the end of my pregnancy. But the gallbladder problem, like, it was so painful that eventually my doctor and I decided that I'm gonna have to have it removed. And about, I believe it was 3 months after I had my daughter, I had my gallbladder removed, and um, and it seemed like right after I had that, like, before I went into that before I went into that surgery, I was 190, and then after that, I went into that after I came out of that surgery, I was still 190, but I just kind of stopped losing weight. I had, before the surgery, I had lost, I believe, like, I lost about 10 pounds, 15 pounds after having my daughter, and I was doing pretty good. But after that surgery, it's just, I don't know what happened. It seemed like everything kind of just went downhill. I don't know if I had in my head that, okay, now I can eat whatever the hell I want and not be in pain. I don't know if that's what was in my head, but I kind of just went downhill. And the thing is I go back and I look at myself at that time there, and we weren't eating out. You know, I had a newborn baby. I wasn't eating out. I was doing a lot of my own meals at that time. Yes, we were eating a lot of pasta. We eat a lot of pasta. I know it's terrible, and that's one of the things that I really need to stop. But at that time, we were eating a lot of pasta. We weren't eating out as much at all. Maybe once a month, maybe like that's it was. We were doing really good that way. But then it was like, I want to say 13 or 14 months after I had, that math's not right. I don't know, maybe like 15 months, I realized I was pregnant with my second daughter, and I hadn't quite lost any of the weight. Like, I was still at 190. I hadn't lost my weight from the first pregnancy, and just add on that second pregnancy. And that second pregnancy, I was brutal. I had the worst cravings. I ate the worst foods. I was having slushies from 7-Eleven daily. I was eating chips daily. It was just, I know that during that pregnancy, I was just awful. I don't understand why I was being like that, you know? But I don't know. I feel like that pregnancy, I was just eat. Maybe because it was so close together. I have no idea. I have no idea why I was like that. But anyways, so then after I had her, I was 230. The highest weight I was 255, and then a few months after that, I remember weighing myself. I was 230, and I've just been around that mark ever since. I go as high as 250, and then I go back down a little bit, and then I go as low as 230, and I go back up again. It's just I kind of fluctuate between those weights. And in 2013, I actually lost quite a bit of weight. I got down to 200 pounds even, and I guess you could say 199.9. I got into the wonderland, and I was so great. And then the depression hit me so badly, and basically at that time we were having a lot of issues, like family issues and stuff, and it really affected me. And I kind of threw all the healthy eating away, and I threw all the exercise away. We ended up moving out to our current city, and I lost my exercise support team that I called them. It was like this boot camp. They were the ones that kind of kept me going every single day. So I think that was a big reason why. And I just can't find that kind of support out here anywhere, especially for that price range. So there was a lot. I think that's why like a big part of it is the move, and the reason behind the move, and losing my support team and everything. So yeah, that's how I ended up to where I am today. And ever since that big weight loss, I have not been able to get back down to that. And I haven't been able to stick to it. I haven't had anybody to keep me accountable except for myself, and that's obviously a failure. So I don't know. I just hope that talking about where I'm at right now and how I feel and everything like that and how I got to this place, maybe by putting it onto the table, that maybe I can start feeling better about myself and get to a place where I actually want to be healthy and actually want to stick to it. I don't know, like, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said before in the beginning of this video, this could be a complete and total flop, and 2 months down the road I could still be where I am at now or even higher. But hopefully I can stick to this time. Hopefully I can get to a good place, because I can't keep doing this. I'm not a role model for my kids. My oldest daughter is wanting to eat as bad as I am and as much as I am, and I don't want her to be in the same place that I am at now. And I want to be a role model for my kids. I want to show them that how important it is to be healthy and how important it is to eat well and how important it is to exercise daily and how important it is to take care of our body. I mean, like, we only have this body and that's it. We can't go and get a new body. Once this body is, and whatever we do with it is kind of our choice, and if we choose to be bad with it, then it's just going to be bad. We're going to have bad results. We're going to not be healthy. We're going to have health issues. We're going to be in pain. We're going to have all these problems, and I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be better. I really want to be better, and I will be better, and I'm going to tell myself that every day. I will be better. I'm just so fed up with myself. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to be able to fit in my clothes. I want to be able to wear whatever the hell I want to wear. And I want to feel pretty again. I want to feel confident, and I don't want to hide. When I go to the beach, I want to be able to wear a bathing suit and not have to worry about whether or not people can see things that I don't want them to see. I want to be better. I just want to be better, and I will be better. I will be better, and I will do this, and I really hope that maybe this will reach out to somebody else who is struggling as much as I am, and maybe we can work together and get better. This is just such a rambly video, and I really do apologize, guys. I just really, I kind of at a loss of words, but I kind of not at the same time. I'm really disappointed in myself, and I know I'm being very hard on myself, but maybe if I be hard on myself and maybe if I be hard on myself, maybe this will be the end of me being bad to myself, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, this is it for my Rant or Rave Wednesday. I'm actually thinking about making a weight loss series on my channel. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be a monthly, weekly, or bi-weekly thing yet. I don't want to bombard you guys with just me talking about exercising and what I'm eating and stuff like that. I want to just kind of give updates and maybe offer support for other people who are having the same problems as I am, and see if maybe that way I can, by doing this, I can kind of stay on top of this and do the right thing by myself and get healthy for my family and for myself, ultimately for myself. So yeah, and I promise you next week's video will be a lot more upbeat and a lot more either ranty or ravey. So I really hope that you guys did like this video, though. I hope you got something from it. I hope that I wasn't completely like, what's the word I'm looking for? I hope you guys got something from this video. I mean, I hope I wasn't completely incoherent. I bet you when I go back on editing on this, I'm just going to be like, what the fuck, Cheyenne? But I hope that's not the case. I really do hope that this reaches somebody. And you know what? If you guys are in the same boat as me, I would really like to hear about it in your comments. I know that I'm not getting the most views right now, and I probably won't get the most views. I don't think that this YouTube thing is going to be like as big as it is for other people. But I really want to put my voice out there and maybe this will reach, even if it reaches one person and this video helps one person start their journey on the way to get healthy, then I don't know. I'm so rambly today. I just, it's one of those days where I feel like my head is going a mile a minute, and I've had like one of those mornings where I'm, I don't know, I'm just really upset with myself. So I just feel like my head's going a mile a minute, and I just want to put everything out there and talk about everything and get it all out there now. And then maybe the next videos won't be so depressing. I don't know. Maybe this isn't even depressing. Maybe this is just how I'm feeling. I'm just having one of those days, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please give it a great big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you like my content, please hit the subscribe button down below. I upload on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and sometimes a random day in between there. It just depends on how I feel. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.